Okay. Alrighty, friends. Good evening. Welcome to this again tonight. Time to relax. Not sure how your Sunday was, but it's been a long day. So hopefully it's a good time to unwind, to loosen up, and let go. We're going to use on the wall today. So hopefully you clear some space and you got a wall behind your mat so that we can start against the wall. So you're just going to sit on your butt all the way against the wall. Just let your legs cross. Scoot the tailbone to the wall, and then let the back go against the wall, and just let your hands rest somewhere comfortable. Just take a few moments here as you begin to breathe slowly. To start to bring your focus, your awareness, your mind into the here and now, to this present space. Commit this time to yourself. Focus on the breath. At the same time, focus on allowing yourself to experience the sensations and the feelings and the thoughts that arise. And do with them what you need to do, whether you need to hold on to certain things or release certain things. Be aware of what's going on and then make that decision of what you need to do with the feelings or the thoughts or the emotions. From here, exhale all the air out of your mouth. Give yourself a slow, deep inhale to fill it. And a full open mouth exhale. Let it go. Two more like that. Big, slow inhale. Fill the belly, the ribs, the chest, and your throat. And then open mouth exhale, sigh all the air out. One more. Big, slow inhale, fill up, get longer, get lighter. Big open mouth exhale. Let it go. Okay, now just continue to breathe deep. Whether you keep your lips open or lips sealed is up to you. Always inhale through the nose and exhale out of your mouth or your nose. From here, just reach both arms straight up. Place the back of the hands against the wall, soften the shoulders down. Just breathe into the upper back. If you're tight here, you might feel this in the upper back, maybe in the back of your lungs. Can you take the breath deeper, filling the lungs completely with every inhale? With every exhale, let this be more relaxing, more comfortable. Just a few more breaths here. Good. Now release your left arm down. So I'm a mirror for you tonight. So if you look at me, I'm a mirror for you. So left arm is on the ground. Inhale, reach the right arm higher. And as you exhale, begin to lean over to your left. Once you lean a little bit, bend the right elbow and let the right arm drop over your head. From there, keep that right glute down. Slide your left hand out further and then lean more into it. Try to keep your spine against the wall. Keep opening the chest so that your right elbow is drawing close to the wall as well. Gaze can go up to the sky, looking on the inside of your right arm. Make sure you're soft through your left shoulder. Let the head hang and let your arm fall heavier. Slowly inhale, lift the right arm back up, rise up. As you exhale, release the right arm down. Inhale, send your left arm up, reach up tall. As you exhale, begin to lean to your left. Drop the left arm over the head, let the left elbow bend. Slide the right hand out further and lean deeper into the stretch. Eyes up towards the ceiling, underneath the inside of your left arm. Try to keep that left elbow and forearm close to the wall. Breathe. Use your inhale to lift the left arm, rise up. Release on the exhale. Kick your legs out. Left leg stays out, right leg comes into the center. Heel right into the center of the groin. Open the left knee wide. Open the right leg wide. If I said that wrong, it's right leg out, left leg is in. Right leg out, left leg in. From here, stay centered. Inhale, lengthen up. As you exhale, walk straight down the center of your mat. Pause when you get to the halfway point. From there, hug your right hip back more. Flex the right toes back more. Keep the right toes slightly turned out. Take another inhale, lengthen some more through your spine. And as you exhale, walk forward and drop all the way down to elbows if you can. If that's not happening, you got a block or a pillow, you can rest the arms there. So I want you to think more about your spine here. Let the back relax, especially through your lower back, lumbar area. If your body feels like it's leaning to the left and your right glute is lifting, keep that right hip down, right glute down, and stay centered. And just breathe deep, full inhales, full exhales, and relax. Continue to become heavier and relax deeper with every exhale. Slowly begin to push yourself back up. We're going to get deeper into the right inner thigh here. So you're going to roll forward onto your left shin. Keep that left leg there. Press the outside of your right foot into the ground. So you want to get this right leg straight, outside of the foot is pushing down. And then come down to elbows. And as you press the outside of the foot into the ground, press your hips back. Sink into it. Drop the head. Breathe in. Focus is right inner thigh and groin. Do your best to make sure that the outside of the right foot is pushing down so the inner arch is lifting and you get that stretch all the way through the inside. Slowly back to hands. Use your hand and lift the right foot. Use your hands to push your butt back, sink back into your seat. Good. From there, kick the left leg out. Bring the right leg in. And now we get back into this right side. So bend the left knee, drop the left elbow inside the left knee. Can you get your elbow to the ground? Might need to bend the knee more. Or a block under the elbow. From there, let the hand relax down. Using your right hand, push off your thigh, lift your chest up, squeeze into the left side of your belly. As you inhale, reach your right arm up. As you exhale, reach the right arm over your head again. Good. Now, if you can, with your left peace fingers, find the left big toe. If not, just maybe try to grab under the ankle. And then reach more and then lean more into your leg. Keep leaning into that side. If you got a hold of the big toe, little pull as you squeeze in, reach out longer through your right arm. Soften into your right trapezius muscle and let the head hang and the arm hang. Slowly as you inhale, come back up. Release. Kick the right leg back out. Bring your left leg in so the shin is parallel to the mat. So straight parallel, flex the toes in, and then bring that right leg on top. Outside ankle to the inner thigh. So I want you to try your best to get the stack. Don't worry if this knee's in the air, that's fine. Use the back, use the wall for support for your back. Get the hips to be level as much as you can. So left shin parallel, right shin parallel, they're stacked as best as possible. Sit up tall. So if this knee is still high, just use that right hand and give it a little rock. Maybe roll the inner thigh out. If the knee is already down, good, just keep breathing there. Let that knee soften. Keep lengthening up through your spine. When you feel good and ready for it, slowly begin to lean torso forward. So if your knee's up, just use the forearms to rest on the shin for a little bit of weight. The knee goes a little lower, it might not go all the way, but if you have the knee all the way down, you can take the arms in front of you, elbows to the ground, maybe forehead to the ground. Just relax there. In this pose, open mouth exhales may help you release more tension. So don't be afraid to breathe big exhales out of your mouth. Few more deep breaths here. Come back up slowly. Keep the legs. Turn your torso to your left. Walk the hands out and just lean into it. You might not get very far, that's okay. Soften into the the right elbow. Breathe into your side. Let your head hang heavy. Taking it as low as your body allows you to go. Eventually, both elbows on the ground on the left side. Slowly inhale back up. Turn yourself forward. Bring your right shin in front of your left shin, cross the ankles. Use your hands to rock forward onto your hands and knees. Tabletop position. Once you get there, knees under hips, tops of the feet to the mat, ankles long, stand up on your shins. Once you're up on your shins, tail down, belly up, hips go forward. Reach your arms up high, relax your shoulders. Hips more forward, push them to the front, tuck the tail down more. Keep your chin towards your chest, pull your arms back further. And then lift your head up, and then reach back more, hips go forward and find your back bend. Lift more through belly, tuck more through tail, soften through shoulders, pull back through your arms. Good. Inhale to come out. As you exhale, just bring the hands down. Cross the right ankle over your left behind you, right ankle's on top, and then roll back into your seat. Again, butt against the wall. This time, kick your left leg out, right foot stays in. Sit up tall, get that right heel right in the center. Open that left leg nice and wide. You want to have the knees in one line across from each other. From there, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, walk your hands halfway. Pause there. Take another inhale, lengthen some more. Flex the toes back, up the hip back. Exhale, melt all the way down. If you want to use a block or a pillow, please do. Giving yourself support will allow you to relax more into the stretch, which will allow you to get more out of the stretch. If you're fighting it, if you're holding on, you're not going to get the release. So some props are really good to help you relax and let go so the muscles and tendons and joints can release. Let your head drop and just breathe. Slowly push yourself back up. When you get up, kick your right leg out. Bring the left leg in. Then you're going to bend the right knee, get the right elbow inside the right knee towards to the ground if you can, or use a block. Let the arm rest first. Push the left hand into left thigh, lift the chest up, look up, inhale, reach up. As you exhale, drop the arm across your head, top of the head. Use that right arm to open up more, press into inner thigh, turn the chest open. If you can get right these fingers to right big toe, do it. And then pull, lean more into it, reach. If you can't get the big toe, maybe you take the hand under the ankle and then pull and lean into it. Breathe. Keep the left glute down and just breathe up and down your left side body. Use your inhale to come back up. Release on the exhale. I knew I forgot something. You got to get back into that left inner thigh. So kick your left leg back out. Right leg comes in. And then you're going to rock forward, right, onto the shin. Press into the outside of your left foot. Drop down to the elbows and then push back into the hips. Breathe into left inner thigh and groin. Come back to your hands. Flex the toes up and then sit back. Find the wall again. And then just push your right shin parallel. Flex the toes to knee. Grab your left ankle. Bring it on top of the inner knee. Sit up tall. Use the wall for support. If the knee's high, it's okay. Just give it a little gentle push, a little rock. Let it relax. Maybe a rock side to side is necessary. And when you're ready for a little more, begin to fold. If your knee's high, just forearms resting on the shin might be enough. If the knee's all the way down, elbows in front of you to the ground, maybe forehead melts all the way down as well. Relax there. Slowly on an inhale, come back up. Just bring the left shin in front of the right. Cross the ankles. Again, use the hands. Push yourself forward onto hands and knees. Find tabletop. Actually, this time, bring your big toes together. Spread your knees wide and sit your butt down to your heels. Once you get the butt down, hands back. Push off of your left hand. Reach the right arm up. Lift the hips up and reach back with your right arm. Press into your left fingertips, bring your left palm off the mat. Hips go forward, reach back, breathe. One more breath there. And slowly come down, switching it out. So right hand goes back, hips come up as you reach your left arm high. Drive hips forward, drop the head, reach back. Rise up onto the right fingertips, reach more. Slowly come back down. When you get down, find tabletop position. And kick your right leg behind you, shake it out for a second. And kick your left leg back, shake it out. Okay. And then bring your right foot outside of your right hand. Okay, and just loosening here. Let the hips lean forward. Make sure the left knee is well behind left hip. Lift your chest up, breathe in. Keep the hands there. Exhale, just press back with your butt. Flex the right toes up. Drop your head between the arms. Nice and easy there. Inhale, come back forward. Hips sink, lift the chest. Exhale, push back, just stretch. Again, in. And out. One more, in. And out. Good. Bring it forward. Try to get this right elbow to the ground. If not, you can use a block. You want to make sure right ankle below right knee, right foot stays flat. If you feel the hips sagging off to the right, to the left side, keep them in the center and lean into the sensation. You're down, slowly come back up. Bring your block with you. You're gonna take this right knee all the way to the back wall. So take it back, you're gonna walk back. Shin comes up the wall, right knee at the bottom of the wall. So your entire right shin's against the wall. Might bring the block over to your right hand side. Bring your left foot out. So your left foot's in a lunge position here. Left ankle below left knee. And then before you rise up, you want to try and get your butt to the wall. So push the hips back. Might need to slide the foot more back. Maybe you got to take your prop a little higher. Once you got the hips back, then begin to rise up. So as you rise up, you're trying to get both butt cheeks to the wall, heels outside of the hip. Sit up tall. You can push one or both hands into the left thigh for lift, or keep that right hand there for support. If you're easily against the wall and you got your shoulders against the wall, maybe you take one arm or both arms up. Might not need that though. You want to try and get your entire back to the wall first. Lift up through your quadricep and hip flexor. Breathe. If this is a lot on your foot, you can always place like a small towel on the foot for cushion. If this is just way too much, if your knee is not so close to the wall, it becomes a bit easier. So you can take the knee more forward if you need to. Deep breaths. Good. From here, release the hands down, lean forward. Make sure that that left foot is a bit out to the left side. Hips sink forward. Turn the left toes out, roll to outside the foot, and using your left hand, push the left knee away and twist. Breathe there, push up with your right hand, roll left shoulder open, look over your left shoulder. And gently release. You're gonna take your right leg, slide the leg down to the right, to your left, so the right shin is on the ground. And then stand up, bring your right hip against the wall with your left leg forward, knee in front of hip, ankle below knee. Turn your chest to the right, so you're facing the side of the room. Get your entire right side body against the wall. Left arm inside the left leg. Inhale, reach up with your right arm, lift through your right side. Exhale, lean into it and reach. Turn your right palm to the ground. Look up and then reach out long through your fingers. So very active here, creating as much length as you can through your right side. Use the left arm to push the left knee out to keep the chest open. You're keeping right hip kissed against the wall, but as you reach up, peel the obliques away from the wall. Lean into it. Good. Let your inhale bring you back up. Release on the exhale. Hands come down. Bring your left knee down. Turn yourself forward to face the front. And then bring your left foot outside the left hand. Hips sink forward. Lift your chest up. Inhale. As you exhale, just press your hips back. Drop your head between the arms. Hug back on the left hip. Inhale, lean forward. Lift your chest. Exhale, push back. Two more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Again, inhale forward. Exhale back. Come forward. Let the hips lean. You might need your block. Try not to get left elbow to the ground. Sink into it. Deep breaths there. Let your head relax. Let it hang heavy. Again, if the hips feel like that's sinking off to your right side, keep those hips in the middle. Sink into the stretch. Slowly come up. Take your left leg back. You're going to take the knee all the way to the wall. So the shin goes up the wall. Knee at the base. Block can be for the left side. And then bring your right foot forward. Take it around. Push hips towards the wall first. Try to get left heel outside left hip. Then you might need to use your prop. Rise yourself up. Maybe right hand to right knee. Lift up top. Try to get the glutes towards the wall. Lift through your chest. Pull up through left quadricep. Shoulders towards the wall if you can. If they touch, maybe one or both arms goes up. Maybe you don't need that. Breathe there. Slowly come down. I'm going to walk the right foot out. Maybe it needs to go more forward. Let the hips lean forward. Turn the right toes out. Roll to the outside of your foot. Use the right hand to press the inner thigh away. Look over your right shoulder. Keep the hips sinking. As you open the knee wider, twist further. Right hand back to the ground. So the left foot, left shin slides down to the right. So your left shin's on the ground. Rise on up. Right foot is forward. Kiss left hip against the wall. Left arm goes up. Turn the chest to the left. And get your entire left side against the wall. Right arm is inside the right leg. Use it to push the knee open. Inhale, stretch up taller. And then exhale, lean to your right. Breathing into your left side. Imagine you're trying to reach for my hand through the screen as I'm reaching towards yours. So find that length. You keep the chest opening gently towards the ceiling. Use your inhale to come back up. As you exhale, release the hands down. Bring the right knee down. Bring yourself forward again. This time, knees together. Tuck your toes. Sit back on the heels with the toes tucked so your shins are off the ground. Make sure the pinky toes are not stuck under. Once you have that, just reach your right arm forward. Draw it across. Left arm comes around the base of the tricep, and you pull. As you pull, look over to your right, soften the shoulder and breathe. And then gently release the right arm down. Untuck your toes, just on the shins. Send the right arm out, thumb down. Swing the right hand behind your back, lean into it. Begin to crawl the right hand up the spine. You want to have the middle finger in your spine and your hand as high as you can. And then sit back up tall, lift your chest up, open up through the right shoulder. Let your left hand relax and drop your left ear to left shoulder. So breathe into the right side of your neck, breathe into the right shoulder. Let it be heavy. Make sure that your shoulders stay level and even. Just let the head fall. You can play with the position of your chin if you want to differentiate the stretch in your neck. Maybe chin down, maybe chin up. Maybe it just stays level or in the center, whatever you need there. As you inhale, bring your head up. Release the arm on the exhale. Shake it out. Tuck your toes one more time. Sit back on the heels. Sit up tall. Again, fix the pinky toes if you need. This time your left arm goes across. Hug with your right forearm. Hold. Look over to your left. And then slowly release. Untuck the toes. Sit back. Send your arm out. Left arm out, thumb down. Swing left arm behind the back. Lean into it. Draw the left hand high. Lift the chest up, sit up tall, soften the shoulder. And then drop right ear to right shoulder. Breathe back. Inhale, head comes back up. Release the arm on the exhale. Shake it out. Okay. From there, keep the legs together. Tuck your chin and chest. Slowly roll down. When you get down, take your hands behind your back until they saw 10 fingers. From there, straighten the arms, shoulders pull back, lift the hands away. And then softly roll onto the top of your head, lift your butt up a little bit, and pull your hands further away from the spine. Keep pulling the hands to the front. Light weight on the head, so not putting too much pressure on the head. Just letting it rest against the ground. You can focus on squeezing shoulder blades together. Pull your hands as far away as you can. And release the hands. Push yourself back up. When you get up, shift your hips off to either side. Swing your legs forward. And we're going to take it to the wall. So you're going to scoot back against the wall. Take your legs over to the right. Scoot forward as you lower to your back and kick the legs up to the wall so that your butt is against the wall, legs straight up to the ceiling. Let the legs rest for a second, neutralize there. Just breathe with a nice long flat spine. Now we're going to think of doing a frog squat, a standing squat first, okay? So take your feet a little wider. Begin to bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet to the wall. The lower the feet go down, the closer knees get to the armpits, the more intense it's going to be. Slide down as deep as you can. And then keep the tailbone grounded. And just breathe there into the hips. If you need more, you keep bringing that down. But as the feet come down, you got to make sure the tail stays down, the butt stays tight to the wall to get the sensation. Just relax there. You can have your arms by your sides, maybe your arms go over the head, whatever you want. You just don't feel much and the feet are all the way down. Just focus on driving the tailbone more into the mat and making your spine longer. And slowly start to walk the legs back up the wall. Once the legs are up, make sure you're still nice and tight to the wall. Take your arms out like wings, palms to the mat to start. Take your right leg, take your left leg, all the way open to the left side. Once it gets down as low as it can go, chin falls over to your right, palm up, and bring the right leg to the left. If they don't get together, you can put a block between the thighs. Give yourself some support there. Just breathe into that twist. Want to keep that right shoulder grounded. Full inhales, full exhales. To exit, slowly lift your right leg up first. And then using your left hand, bring your left leg up to meet the right. Take a moment, find your center, neutralize there. And then you're going to slowly open your right leg all the way out to the right, as far as it'll go. Arms out. And then the left leg falls on top of the right. If it doesn't want to connect, block between the thighs, gives you support. Chin is off to the left side. Breathe and relax. To exit slowly, lift left leg up, and use your right hand, bring the right leg up to meet the left. Neutralize there for a moment. And now taking this into snail, which is plow. Push into the hands, lift the hips up, let the feet fall to the ground behind the head. If it's too much, stay on a flat spine. If you need support, hands to lower back. Breathe there. Full inhales, full exhales. And then slowly use your hands as brakes. Bring the spine back down one vertebra at a time. Once the spine is flat, bend your knees a little bit. And take your right ankle on top of your left ankle. Open that right knee wide. And as you need to increase the sensation of the stretch into your right hip here, you're going to slide your left foot further down. As that foot comes down, you'll keep the tail down as much as you can. Drive your tailbone towards the mat as you open up that right knee. Breathe into that right hip. Should be a similar sensation to half pigeon or to square like we did earlier. If it's just too much, bring your hips further away from the wall to give yourself more space. With time, you're trying to get that left foot as low as the left knee. Slowly inch the left leg back up. Release the right leg. Shake it out if you need to shake it out. And then switch. Left leg over left thigh, left ankle over thigh. Start to bend the right knee. Press the hips back down. Open the left knee wide. Breathe into your left hip. Slowly begin to inch. Right leg back up the wall. Take the left leg off. Get your hips back close to the wall again. Your glutes to the wall, and then butterfly the legs, soles of the feet together, knees fall back. Let the feet fall as low as feels good. Roll the inner thighs out, make a little space there. Maybe a little pushing on each inner knee. Open up a little more. And then when you're good, just let it go. Arms overhead, relax. Without trying to force anything, just be in the pose, be in the position, and just breathe. Slowly bring your legs back up the wall. You can be about hip width apart. Let them be soft in the knees. Arms down by your sides, palms up. So you can let this be your Shavasana, or if you want to come into a traditional Shavasana, go right ahead. Just find the stillness, eyes closed, and breathe slowly. Give yourself these last 2 minutes to release. Remain in the stillness for as long as you wish. When you decide to reawaken, just do so slowly, no rush. Until we meet again, I bow forth respect and admiration for each and all of you. My soul acknowledges your soul. Namaste.